The first thing we always recommend doing is to sanitize the hands using a sanitizer. Today we are using our Maldives multi-purpose spray, and we are going to sanitize the top of the hands and the nails and the underneath too. For the first step of our manual prep, we are going to use a cuticle pusher. So today we are using a cuticle pusher from LP Nails. You can use code NAILORDER5 for 5% discount. You want to carefully and gently push back the cuticles, careful not to cause any discomfort to your client. Sometimes tougher cuticles will take a little bit more work, so you're going to push them all back gently to release them from the nail plate. The next tool that we're going to use is a cuticle knife. This one has two ends and you can use either end. You can also use a curette for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrape any of the dead proteins, which is dead skin, from the nail plate and remove them. This can help with adhesion. If there's any dead proteins left on the natural nail, it can cause lifting. It's always really important to be thorough with your prep. This can ensure that your nails last as long as they should, and can also avoid lifting, which prevents things such as greenies and fungus from growing under the nails where water gets trapped. We are now going to go in with our cuticle nippers. You can also use cuticle scissors. Our personal preference for this video is to use nippers, and again we are using nippers from LP Nails. So you want to very carefully go around the nail and remove any lifted tissue that you have taken off of the natural nail plate. It's very important to be careful and ensure that we do not nick our client. We also want to ensure that we are only removing non-living tissue. The removal of living tissue can cause bacteria to get under the skin. We're now just going to dust the natural nails. For the prep of our builder products and our extensions, we do not recommend the use of any additional dehydrators, cleansers, acetone or anything like that. So we are just going to take a dry brush and dust any excess tissue or dust from the natural nail plate. It's now time to shape the natural nails. You can use a 180 or 240 grit nail file to do so. If you are applying extensions, you can give them a quick tidy up if they need it. If you are doing a builder service, it's important at this time to shape the natural nail as is desired by the client. We are now going to go in and etch the natural nail plate. We are going to use a 180 nail file. You can also use a 150, but we don't want to use anything higher than a 180, as this will smooth the natural nail plate too much. Our products have a low hemmer or no hemmer percentage, so we really need to aid the adhesion as much as we can. It's really important that we never use a buffer or a buffing block at this stage to remove the shine. We always want to use the nail file so we can create grippiness for the product to adhere to. Once our nails have been prepped, we are going to go in with our primer. So we are using our product X Prime, and we are going to thoroughly apply that to the full surface of the natural nail, always being careful not to touch the skin, as nail products are not designed to touch the skin. We are just going to ensure the full natural nail is thoroughly covered. It's now time to apply our first layer of Xbase. Today we are using this stunning colour bow. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to apply a thin base layer of the product. I'm going to swipe the product on and I'm going to carefully push it towards the cuticle to create a really nice clean shape at the cuticle area. This base layer is going to be nice and thin. It's going to be our base layer, which is going to help the rest of the gel find its way later in the application. When using Xbase, it is important to cap the free edge as I'm doing here. This helps seal the product in and aids adhesion. Once all of the nails have been applied, we are going to pop the hand into our UV or LED light for 60 seconds to fully cure. So we are now ready to apply our second and builder layer of our Xbase Builder Gel. The way that everybody applies this layer tends to differ from person to person, but the way I'm going to do it today is I'm going to apply a second thin coat of the polish, again being really neat around the cuticle area, as you can see here. I'm going to cap the free edge. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a thick blob of the product down the middle, not all the way to the edge, and then 2 lines either side. I'm then going to take a liner brush and I'm going to guide the gel into the areas that I want it to be. Our Xbase product is a fantastic product for self-leveling, so it will do a lot of the work for you, but the liner brush just helps to guide the product into the areas that we want to. It helps you pull the product down to the side walls really, really neatly, and you can remove any excess product as well. It's important to look at your builder layer for all different angles, and if you look at the side profile and find that the product is pooling on the tip, you can pull the gel backwards up into the body of the nail. Something we always recommend doing after you have applied the second builder layer to one finger is turn the hand upside down for 5 to 10 seconds. This allows gravity to do its work and helps pull the product into a natural apex. You can also make adjustments using your liner brush while the hand is upside down as well. We then recommend that you flash cure the finger for 5 to 10 seconds. This allows the gel to set just enough so it won't move while you are working on the other fingers, and ensures that your perfectly placed apex doesn't move from anywhere that you want it to be. We're now going to repeat the same process for the second finger. First, applying a thin second layer of gel, which is going to be what's called a slip layer and will help guide the gel into the places that we would like it to be. We are now going to apply a thicker blob down the middle of the nail, which is going to help create our apex, and then a couple of smaller blobs either side of that main blob. We will then go in with our fine liner brush and guide the gel. Remember, this product self-levels fantastically, not all builder gels do, but this Xbase will do a lot of the work for you and help create a stunning shape of nail. Again, we're going to turn the hand upside down for 5 to 10 seconds and allow gravity to help create a natural apex. And then we are going to flash cure each nail individually in our light. Today we are using an X light, but you can use your normal UV light as you are doing each nail individually. Flash curing helps keep the gel in place whilst you move on to the next nail. Some people will fully cure each nail individually. We find it personally quicker to flash cure all fingers individually and then do your full cure at the end. Once we've applied the gel to all the fingers and we have flash cured each nail individually, we are then going to fully cure the hand for 60 seconds in your UV and LED light so that all nails are fully cured. Once the nails have been pulled out of the UV light, we are going to remove the inhibition layer. We are going to use our multi-purpose spray here in Maldives, and we are going to spray this on a lint-free wipe and rub thoroughly to remove that tacky layer from the top of the nail. At this point, if you need to refine the nails, you can. So to refine the nails, we would recommend using our 180 or 240 buffer. Never a nail file for refining over Xbase, and you want to use a 240 if you want to sharpen up the edges. So if you want to sharpen up the edges, as some people do, especially if they are creating a really sharp French, you can. We just want to be gentle as we have capped the free edge. We don't want to fully break the seal, but we are going to reseal it with our top coat at the end. If you need to refine, if you maybe have some lumps or bumps, you can go in with your buffer very gently. Xbase is a soft, although very strong product, so we want to make sure that we don't file through the product, so we are going to use our buffer gently and we can shape and refine this way. At this point, you can either add colour or go in with the top coat if the client wants to keep the colour of the Xbase. We are going to go in with our X gloss and top coat the nails now. Remember, it's important to cap the free edge at this point, especially if you have filed over the ends to sharpen up the shape, as we want to reseal the nail. You can now see the finished result is a stunning shiny set of builder nails which look really, really natural. Did you know it's really important to let your top coat cool before you apply cuticle oil? Always ensure you let the nails cool for a very minimum of 30 seconds, but up to 3 minutes, so that adding cuticle oil does not dull the shine. Today we are using our beautiful Relax cuticle oil for a relaxing jasmine, chamomile and lavender scent. As always guys, we hope you found this helpful and educational. Please comment below for anything else you'd like to see us do, and make sure you like and subscribe to ensure you are notified of our next videos.